I'm Wassim Haroun from Concert Consulting Engineers and the Concert Group of Companies. What we're going to be showing today is a case study in how we've actually moved towards site supervision with a remote focus. The reason, of course, was plentiful. I can show you a lot of good slides, but why don't I just take you into our virtual world so you can join me. Here we are in our virtual office, which we've designed just for today. We're going to go through the whole process of why we went into site supervision with remote focus. And as we enter, you'll see the need. Of course, the pandemic hit. And when the pandemic hit, we had the same problems as everybody else had. And the lockdowns everywhere, restrictions on travel. And this just happened when we were expanding rapidly into multiple, very remote projects. As we moved on, the first thing that we did is we became super agile. We started taking pictures in every single way possible so we can actually keep track of what was happening on the projects. There was no time at all to move into super complicated, highly elaborative softwares, of which there are plenty out there. So we wanted to just make sure that projects were going on. So the pictures were coming, but the first thing that happened eventually was what we call photo chaos. Photo chaos is that, we've all experienced it. You get pictures sent by WhatsApp, you get pictures that were sent by email, scanned pictures, documents, everything coming in with different naming structures, and it became total chaos within a few months. So we needed to find a quick solution, especially because it was impacting projects that were ongoing. So we met through our program called Chicone, we met with a fantastic startup called Unstruct. They were just in the beginning phases. Their vision and our vision aligned, and we asked them very, very quickly to see how quickly we can deliver a software, a mobile app, because everybody had mobile phones and smartphones. And they delivered. Within a few months, we had a mobile phone app that was as easy to use as taking pictures with a little bit of amazing organization. So I'm going to show you right now a copy of my phone live within the virtual world. Basically, what you have. As you can see, it's clearly showing all the projects that I have on this. And I can easily zoom into the project, have a look at it, have a look at the pictures that were happening. I can even capture the picture in full resolution and see exactly what's happening on site on a daily basis. Again, the most important thing in this part is that the software was extremely easy to use. Of course, I had teams, and I can organize my teams to have full data security. Not only did they deliver a wonderful app on the phone, whereby every single picture that you see can actually even be coded with tags, and we can monitor all the tags. But they also delivered for us a wonderful desktop app. And with the desktop app that's available on any browser, we can also easily check all the projects that we had. We could also look at a map view of where all the projects that we had were ongoing. And this is what I mean by remotely, because we were all the way from East Africa to West Africa. And for every single project, I can also see a map view of where every picture was taken and when it was taken. And I can choose in a week, in a month, and have the slider take me up and down. And that's yet another project of a road, and you can see exactly where the map view really helps. I also have a gallery app, and this is my day-to-day, everyday look at that. And I can see all my projects over here in one glance. So that was immediately had a super impact on us. And as we move forward in the process, we started finding out that in many times, I wanted to have more. Yes, they delivered to us forms, so we could also track now RFIs, RFQs, and even non-conformance reports. And in the process, and during the height of the pandemic, we saved a lot of time and we saved a lot of cost of travel in the process. For us, as a small engineering company, we still consider ourselves a small engineering company. One project alone, which was in East Africa, we resulted in over a year in savings of over $60,000 between time travel, cost travel. But the most important issue here is that we saved well over a couple of million of dollars worth of potential claims in what would have caused in terms of justifiable time delays, which we never allowed. Now, the next process, of course, once we had all these pictures, is we wanted to have more. We wanted to be immersed. So I'll go back to the OnStruck desktop app, and I'll look at one particular project. And in that particular project over here, there is one picture. What we did is we gave a tag that basically says, I need to have more. And we call it the VDOC. Now, this is a picture, and I'll zoom in the picture a little bit more, where there was one part, we could see cracks in the trench, and those cracks were a little bit worrying. So what we did is we met with another startup, and that startup is called Vigram, and they came up with a product called the VDOC. Now, VDOC was an incredible hardware that we fell in love with immediately. That hardware basically attaches itself to a mobile phone, an iPhone, and allows RTK accuracy to photogrammetry made on the iPhone. And what we mean by RTK accuracy means that we could actually achieve positional, geolocational accuracy of below 2 centimeters to anything that we capture with a normal phone. The total product does not exceed $2,000 in value, which meant that we could put it in the hands of many of our people. So if we have a look at particularly that pipe that I just showed you, this has been captured with the VDOC and an iPhone, and then it was processed in X4D. Again, another company that we're very happy to collaborate with and look forward to lots of future collaboration. This process video, this process image, we go to the next screen and we will see how it was completely taken into a very detailed point cloud. You've heard the word point cloud often today, and a point cloud is basically a full capture of the site that we've taken in a way that we've manipulated later. Now, what was beautiful, and in our beautiful way, it's not enough to actually show you a picture of it, but one, we show it to you in 3D. So we've included it here onto our site with some VR magic. And here I see exactly the model of the 3D, so for me to look at. But even if I wanted to look at the detail of those walls of the trench, I can zoom in even further, because that's the quality of the capture of the photogrammetry. And I looked at it and I noticed that the cracks that we were seeing earlier were nothing but a collection of compacted soil with different materials. And therefore, there was no worry, and we could give the go-ahead to the contractor within a day and a half. That was, again, a significant cost saving to the whole thing. We wanted to take it even further. So we collaborated with another sister company of ours called Weeby. Weeby is based in Berlin. And at Weeby, we actually created the method to have multiple people collaborate in a 3D environment, a VR environment or a 3D environment, all together, even through streaming. So you don't even need any specific hardware or major downloads or anything. Everything was actually available on the cloud. So what we could do is simply, I'm going to show you another site that was captured by our geospatial department for a flood management project. This is a whole mesh that was captured by drones and the VDOC for a little bit of extra quality. And here we are traveling around, and I can have a look around and see my colleagues joining me also for the trip, which is Muhammad, who's actually having a look at it. That was basically how we went through all remote supervision. We can now have 4 or 5 members of our team literally monitoring at least about 20 different sites from around the world. We can bring in experts who don't even need to have elaborate hardware and actually join us on a streaming server to look at the 3D software. We look forward to actually sharing our case studies with you and helping integrate for you smart remote supervision.